WWE confessions and whatever. Well, we're going to name drop. There is an Instagram called WWE Women Confessions.
Yeah, I see them pop up every now and then.
So the opinion was, in my opinion, Eva Marie is one of the worst fighters in WWE. To her, WWE is just a job. To other women in the division, it's their passion. It's sad because some women work so hard to even be in WWE, and she gets hired in 2013 because of her looks. Here's a spoiler alert, kids. Every woman employed by WWE was hired for looks. Mm-hmm. Every single one. You have never, and you will never, see a 4 in WWE. Ever. And I'm going to use the on a scale of 1 to 10. You will never see a 4. You will never see 5. You'll never see a 6 or even a 7. Okay? These women have to be physically perfect or they don't even get the time of fucking day. That is what WWE is. Now, some of the comments I've read on this, absolutely unbelievable. Let me see if I can find one. A lot of them are like, oh yeah, I agree with this 100%. She only shows her tits, not her wrestling skills. You know.
What gets me is, do these people ever stop to think that maybe the WWE books her this way for a reason?
That would be common sense, darling.
Yeah, I know, but still. She's doing her job. Literally.
The thing that you have to realize is if you are not passionate about professional wrestling, you will not hold a job in WWE. You have to be passionate to be on the road 300 days a year. You have to be passionate to be in the gym every fucking day. You have to be passionate to get in the ring and take the bumps, to get beat up, to be bruised, to be injured, to be hurt. Still have to push through it. Still travel all over the world. Like, if you're not passionate about it, no paycheck is going to make you get out of bed every morning, no matter the size of your paycheck. You look at anybody who's not happy in their daily lives or not happy in their 9-to-5 jobs, eventually it will not be good enough for them and they quit. Meanwhile, you have people like Eva who be whatever. She may have been hired for her looks. So was Lita. So was Trish Stratus.
And Trish is pretty much worshipped.
Yeah, Trish is literally Jesus. And if you tell any wrestling fan, and I'm using air quotes, you can't see it, but it's air quotes, any wrestling fan who idolizes Trish Stratus will deny it until they are blue in the fucking face that Trish Stratus was never Eva Marie. Here's the problem. She was the quintessential Eva Marie back in the 90s. In 99, she was a literal valet. She did not get in the ring. She slapped people across the face. She was always in lingerie, short skirts and bustier tops, and she was all tits and ass. And that wasn't just how she was booked. No, that's why Trish was hired, because that's what she was there for. Trish got better in the ring because Trish wanted to. She wasn't forced to. There was no expectation. She was not expected to get in the ring every single night and wrestle. She was there to be eye candy. She was Sunny. And yet, Eva Marie is in the ring. She is actually training. She has trained with fucking Brian Kendrick to get better in the ring. To shut up.
And she was also juggling the Performance Center. I think that's something that a lot of people don't realize. Go ahead and go watch Breaking Ground. You will see her in the background at the Performance Center.
You know where you don't see her featured? In the forefront, because that's not what she was there for. So anybody who wants to hate Eva Marie, by all fucking means. But you've got people who have been in the industry like Becky Lynch, who praise Eva as the hardest working person in the room. So you can go ahead and hate her. That's not going to affect her in any way, shape, or form. Your opinion is legitimately irrelevant. And we're not just saying that as Eva Marie fans. We're saying that as people who actually pay attention. And, you know, we give Nikki Bella the same fucking props because she could have easily gotten by as just being one of the Bella twins. She could have gotten by on just being, you know, a pretty face and valeting. But she wanted to be in the ring. She wanted to improve her craft. She came back from a really, really intense injury. And we're not Bella fans at all, and we will never say that we are. But there is a level of respect for that.
Can I say,
you don't. Yeah.
At SummerSlam, that finishing move that she has now, I still cringe because there was so much weight on the back of her neck, and that was like the injury that she had, the herniated disc. I was like, oh my god, please don't do that.
Yeah, but her new finisher is top notch, and she did it well. But it's still very nerve-wracking. Yeah. It's still very nerve-wracking. And, you know, we can say it 1,000 fucking times. We do not like Nikki Bella. But I think that there is a level of respect, not just for her as a person, but for her as a person of integrity. Like, she has a good work ethic, and that's something you can't take away from. And, you know, to find these women who just don't give a flying fuck what people say, and they just do them, as a woman who is empowered in themselves, I respect the shit out of that, because it's like, you are silencing your haters. So good for you. But then you have, like, the wrestling fans that even knowing that they have fans or friends or followers who support these people, who just go out of their way to be salty and catty. It's like, you're literally not benefiting anything. So please stop.
It's like watching Total Divas fan edition.
It really honestly fucking is. And it's like, whatever makes y'all happy, do you. But like, when you become the punchline on a podcast, don't fucking say you weren't warned. Like, and it's, you know, and it's I see it on Twitter all the time. Like, Twitter is actually the worst, because I follow a bunch of random ass people that I never speak to ever, and I don't even know why I follow. And I just like sit here and literally, I can't tell you how many times Julie and I will see tweets and just randomly send them to each other and tear it apart. And yeah, we can be catty too, but here's the difference. We don't do it publicly. We actually show some restraint.
We don't do it to be hateful either. We just do it because it's our fucking opinion on somebody else's opinion, which is our... And you know what? I'll be like every other fucking American. It is our legal right as a citizen of the United States to bitch, moan, and complain about whatever we want. Freedom of speech.
America! America!
America!
Give me my guns and my beer, and I'm gonna rip you apart! Ugh.
Where's my pet eagle?
Where's my pet eagle? Okay, so regardless, Stupid Idiot of the Week, number one, was the internet wrestling community as a whole, simply because it just comes out in droves after pay-per-views more than anything. And it boggles my mind in the most unflattering way. Like, I honestly feel dumber.
It's true.
I feel dumber reading some of the shit that I read. Because, like, it's gonna be a punchline on here. That's what this fucking podcast is. Two motherfuckers with opinions. And if you don't like it, you don't have to listen. Like, you really don't. We do not claim political correctness. We do not claim to be kind. We do not claim to be nice people in general or in any facet of our lives. We are just who we are. And if you don't like it, if you don't like it, we got two words for you. Be gone. Anyway, so Stupid Idiot of the Week, number two.
You got about 5 minutes for this one.
Oh, it's not going to take me long because I'm not wasting my breath. And it hurts me to say that because I grew up idolizing this guy. I grew up idolizing his entire family. I wanted to be a Hart so bad. The saddest thing is, I've said it before on the show, I'll say it again. Sometimes you die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. I've said it about Ric Flair. I've said it about this man before. Like, Bret Hart is at it again with his talking. And, you know, I know a lot of people who love and respect Bret. I love and respect Bret too. The thing I don't love and respect is that he is outwardly against the WWE product as it is. For whatever reason, I don't care. It's not my business. He can say and do what he wants to. But when uneducated comments come out of your mouth, you're bound to be on the receiving end of some shit. Bret recently slammed Seth Rollins, saying that he needs to, quote, improve his technique. Because until now, he has been not doing it correctly, or he has clearly been doing it wrong. And we both like Seth Rollins. We've liked Seth Rollins many, many years. Well before he came to the WWE. I remember Julie and I getting so irrationally excited when he was signed. And so Bret went on statement saying, I take no great pleasure in saying I told you so, but if you're a professional wrestler and you keep hurting opponents and or yourself, clearly you're doing it wrong. I wrestled a very realistic and physical style, and not once in 23 years did I ever hurt one opponent ever. Seth Rollins needs to improve his technique and become the safest wrestler in the business. I have great respect for Seth. I believe he'll improve and hopefully stop hurting the talent before someone gets killed. Wrestlers have to trust one another. If a wrestler holds the life of another wrestler in his hands for the sake of his family, wife, or children, you plain and simply cannot drop it. End quote. So basically he is saying that Seth Rollins is a dangerous worker and that he is inevitably going to kill someone if he doesn't fix his technique.
Well, I have a response to this now that I hear the quote in full, and I'm going to give it to you as soon as we get back, because we're nearing the end of our session here. Refresh your pages. We will be back in a second.